What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Bourbon and Bets. I'm your host, Zach Stonerock, flying solo today. The rest of the guys are getting ready to watch the Atlanta-Jacksonville game out there in London. So those guys are prepping for that and getting the rest of their picks locked in for the day. So I'll be flying solo today. Apologies for not having an episode last week. It was my wife's birthday, so we did some celebrating with family around that. Great time, but really glad to be back on here with all of you out there, all the viewers and all the listeners. So we're week 4 in the NFL. Actually, before I get into that, please make sure that you're following us on all social media. Instagram is where we place all kinds of parlays and we share those. And some of them are official picks, some of them are long shots. This morning for that Atlanta game, I just posted a same game parlay. It's a long shot play, but we try not to get too crazy because we would like for it to be within the realm of possibility, and that's what I feel like the one I posted this morning was, but still pretty long odds. So if you're not following us on Instagram and Facebook, please go ahead and do that at Bourbon and Bets on both platforms. We greatly appreciate it. That's a good way to stay connected, good way for you to share your picks with us, give us feedback, different things like that. If you're watching us on YouTube, we greatly appreciate it. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a lot. A little bit goes a long way when it comes to stuff like that. And then if you're listening to us on a podcast platform, thank you so much for that as well. I know I'm a big podcast person myself when I'm driving, when I'm out on a walk, when I'm out on a run, when I'm working out. So everything's greatly appreciated. We thank you so much. Just trying to give you guys some good, informative, educational picks, and just by you listening and subscribing and following along, that helps us continue to do this. So thank you all so much. But let's do a quick week 3 recap. It was kind of a rough week across the board, honestly. When we look at last week, started off good. We had Buffalo -6. They just completely dog walked the Washington Commanders 37-3. And then we had Detroit -3. Same thing with Atlanta. They beat them 20-6. And then things really went south from there. We had Jacksonville -6.5 at Houston. We were really hoping that Jacksonville would show up and really put it together. But tell you what, CJ Stroud and Tank Dell and all those guys down there in Houston, they look like they're putting it together. Looking like Anthony Richardson and CJ Stroud were the better picks. Unfortunately, with Bryce Young, he's playing for my Carolina Panthers, and year 1, rookie year, lots of time to develop. I think Frank Reich is holding him back a little bit, but we're not here to talk about the Panthers. We're gonna get back on track here. So Jacksonville took that loss 17 to, can't tell if that's 37. I'm pretty sure it was 37. And then Dallas, we had -9.5 at Arizona. That was just a disastrous game. Arizona ended up winning that game 16-28. So both of those didn't cover. So we went 2-2 on those picks. And then for the anytime touchdown, we didn't hit a single touchdown. We had James Cook, didn't hit. Jahmyr Gibbs, didn't hit. Tony Pollard had 122 yards, didn't hit. So, and then our underdog pick was the New York Jets. They actually had a shot, but the question is, did they really ever have a shot with Zach Wilson? Because I think the answer is no on that, despite how close that score was at 10-15 against the Patriots. So rough week. We're going to have those. We truly try to put our heart and soul into these picks, and we never try to give you losers. The goal is all winners, but unfortunately, that's just how it plays out sometimes. So let's get into week 4. This is going to be a kind of a quicker episode. Just want to get you some winners, get some winners in your hands, and hopefully we can all be profitable this weekend. So we're not going to go through the whole slate of games. I'm just going to tell you the games I'm picking, and they actually are all parlayed because I did alternate spreads. We're trying to get back into that W column, so we want to make sure we get some wins. So for our best picks this week, feeling really confident about these actually. We have the Philadelphia Eagles at home versus Washington. We went ahead and bought that down to 6.5. I believe the spread right now is 9.5. Washington, I think people look at their record and they think that they're a better team than what they actually are because they're 2-1. But they barely beat the Arizona Cardinals, and They beat a Denver Broncos team in a close game. That Denver's not the team that everyone thought they were going to be either, with Sean Payton coming in there. And then I believe they got absolutely destroyed. Actually, they did get absolutely destroyed last week by the Buffalo Bills, which we talked about when we recapped week 3. So I don't think Washington is going to be able to keep pace with Philly on this one. So went ahead and bought it down to 6.5 because I do like that 6.5 number because of the touchdown difference there. 9.5, definitely. I can see Philadelphia winning this game by 17. So if you want to go ahead and get that better payout, go ahead and take that 9.5. I'm just more comfortable with the 6.5. So we got that game. And then we have the Chargers minus 2.5. I believe this spread is 6.5 at most books if you're looking around for it. So Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. I think Raiders are going to be without Jimmy G is what I heard, and their backup's Brian Hoyer. Journeyman, Brian Hoyer, Ohio guy, Brian Hoyer. I just don't think that he's going to have the juice to keep up. I don't think either one of these teams is going to be able to stop the other. I think we're going to see a lot of scoring here. I just don't think Brian Hoyer is going to be able to keep pace with Justin Herbert. So taking the Chargers minus 2.5. And then, of course, we got to take Kansas City taking on the New York Jets. I just mentioned Zach Wilson. I have no confidence in him. And it's really sad to see because that defense is arguably one of the best defenses in the league when you look at talent. But Zach Wilson just can't score the ball. So I don't see them putting some offense together. He can't make those plays. Aaron Rodgers is going to be on the sidelines is what I heard. So maybe that'll give him a little extra motivation, a little extra juice. But this was also a 9.5 point spread that I bought down to 6.5. I see Kansas City winning by at least a touchdown. This one could get out of hand, but I'll go ahead and just keep it at a touchdown to play it safe. So those are my top 3 picks. Parlaying those, again, this is not a week where I recommend playing them individually because the payouts aren't great. But if you parlay those 3, you get plus 320. Who doesn't like to triple their money? So I'll take the plus 320. Words are hard this morning. And let's hope we can get a W in the column this week. So we'd love to see green. Underdog pick of the week, Tampa Bay at New Orleans. I'm going to go ahead and take Tampa Bay in this one. I know that New Orleans has Alvin Kamara coming back, and that's going to be a big boost for them. However, I heard Derek Carr might play, but I think he's questionable. If that happens, you got Jameis Winston. It's going to be back there, and we've all seen Jameis Winston play. He likes to sling the rock, but unfortunately, typically throws it to the wrong team. So I think that New Orleans has the weapons where they could win this game, but I just think that the way Baker's playing with the intensity that he's playing at, the way Mike Evans is playing, I'm pretty confident taking Tampa Bay to win this game. Odds on that are plus 150. And then moving to our anytime touchdown parlay today. This is actually a anytime touchdown quarterback parlay because all of my favorite picks today are quarterbacks. So we got Josh Allen versus Miami. I think Josh Allen's gonna be scrambling around a lot. We're gonna see a lot of scoring. I see him running at least one in. Might be a day where we get 2 Josh Allen rushing touchdowns. Only playing 1 though. And then the next pick, I got Lamar Jackson at Cleveland. I feel like Lamar is going to be on the run quite a bit. Myles Garrett is going to terrorize him, but Lamar's an athlete that can get away, and I see him breaking the goal line for a score. And then we got Jalen Hurts. Again, we talked about Washington. I think Jalen Hurts, they're going to get down on the 1 yard line. They're going to do the whatever we call it, the tush push, whatever it is, where they just bully him into the end zone. So. And when we watch any of these Eagles games, it's almost inevitable that we're going to see Jalen Hurts get a touchdown. So we're going to go with that one. And then last, and this one is, I'm fairly confident that he's going to turn this on and he's going to have to play the way that fits his style the best. And that's going to be Justin Fields. So I have Justin Fields scoring a touchdown. I think this is going to be the game where he breaks a long one. I see maybe like a 35, 40 yard touchdown run where he just, cuts through the defense. I feel terrible for Justin Fields. can you imagine just being one of the top quarterbacks in the nation coming out of college, having a record-setting career at Ohio State, and then you get drafted to the Chicago Bears, and just you're placed into the world's worst situation. Lack of talent around you, lack of coaching, lack of innovation. A coach who's trying to force you to be a pocket passer. I mean, that's not how he's going to find success, and they're trying to force him into that role. Knowing that Justin Fields, I don't want to say his time's short, right? But I think that when we look around the league and you listen to any of the sports talk shows, everyone's saying that his time's coming to an end where they're probably going to move on. Why not go out and just play your game? I mean, if you know that you're not going to be in Chicago long term, why not just go out there and put it all on the field, put together a good resume, let the other team see what you're capable of, and make yourself more marketable. Get more money when Chicago lets you go. So I think this is going to be that game where he has to do that, and I think that we're going to see him move around a lot more, scramble, take off. Hopefully we see some design runs. I don't know if that'll happen, but I see Justin Fields getting in the end zone here. So I got those 4 quarterbacks for the anytime touchdown parlay today. That comes in at plus 2,074. So a high number there. If you want, you can take Justin Fields out of that anytime touchdown parlay. Let me see what the odds would be for that. All right, so touchdown scores. All these odds today also are based off DraftKings. We've been playing DraftKings a lot, just because they're offering all kinds of like 25% boost, 50% boost, no sweat bets where you get bonus bets back. I would definitely recommend checking out DraftKings. I haven't looked at any of the others in a while, so I guess there's a potential that there could be some of those bonuses on some of the other books, but DraftKings has just been a lot of fun. I love the social chat where I can see all the bets that my friends place, and we're not affiliated or sponsored with them. We just think it's a good app. So if you were to just take Lamar, Josh, and Jalen, you're looking at plus 888. So still good payout there. If you're not comfortable with Justin Fields being able to do anything today, I'd probably drop him off that and just take those 3. But I'm gonna juice the bet a little bit by keeping Justin Fields in there. So, but that's what we got today. Once again, thank you all for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this is the week where we get all winners and we can share those with you. I'm also going to share another bonus anytime touchdown parlay, but that one's only going to be available on Instagram. So again, please go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, podcasting platforms, anything like that. It's greatly appreciated. And with that, we're going to go ahead and check out. But good luck this weekend, and hope you all win some money.